of these beats from back in the late 90s. This is Red Band. I'll be that. I'll be that. Some of y'all kind of young. You may not remember this, but this was a cold cut. Like what, 98, 99, some shit like that. Before Cash Money took over for the 99 and 2000. Y'all know who I am. It's your player partner. Your number one player partner in the social media content world. Your number one player partner is me. Ain't no other player partners outside of me. Abdallah was the Denzel, the Smokey Show. Oh shit. Damn, bro, I tripped out. Hold on, let me send you my number, bro. Okay, and I'm about to send you my number, bro. Hey, I just put my number in your inbox. So whenever you need to hear me, boom, you can just, you know what I mean? No procrastination, no hesitation, no none of that. Now we officially locked in. So you got my number, bro. The Smokey Show. My bad, fam. I forgot. You forgot. It's Mother's Day, all this, that, and third, but we locked in now. You feel what I'm saying? So you got my direct line. So anytime you wanna holler at me, you feel what I'm saying? You got the direct line. Today, I wanna dispel some rumors, and on my number that's associated with this YouTube page, a lot of people's been hitting me and asking me about the legitimacy of a claim that another content creator then came on social media and made about basically alluding to a race war breaking out in Los Angeles, Northeast Los Angeles, and we ain't got time for that, Kim, folks. I don't condone that type of shit. If a race war does pop off and the Sudaneos get it cracking on the blacks on the streets, we'll deal with that. We'll deal with that. We'll deal with that when we cross that bridge. When we get to that bridge, we'll deal with that. But this is what I'll say, homie, to dispel this rumor that I don't even want to say this dude. I don't even want to say this dude name no more. So I'm gonna do my best to refrain from saying his name until he drops some more content and state my name or make some more content about me after he said that it was a rap, right? A lot of shit that these cats say in these social media spaces, it be for the theatrics of things. It be for the dramatic effects to get people engaged at a possibility of some type of violence being inflicted upon some ethnicity, some individual. You know what I mean? Man, don't buy into that bullshit, homie. The Sudaneos have bigger things to concern themselves with other than a race war breaking out over a content creator. Once they're legends and big homies, now let's just say if they was that invested in it or was that involved in it, and they come to the social media space and they see the content that Cuz was making and the responses that I was making, if anything, he's going to be reprimanded and castigated for coming online spewing racial bullshit, racial discrimination, racial separation, and just all this other bullshit. So if you, like the individuals that's been hitting me up, believe that it's going to be a race war breaking out over some content that's been made, man, don't believe that bullshit, bro. That's bullshit. That's made to get people captivated and mesmerized with the content that certain individuals is making that has no substance. But when you hear that it's a possibility that some violent shit goes down, it gets people more drawn into it. The messy shit, the messy content creators and so on and so forth. Listen, homie, don't believe that shit, man. Like that's some utter bullshit, homie. And that's the type of shit that can have other people feel like they gotta, do certain things to prevent certain things from happening. It can be a Hispanic brother in a hood that's predominantly black, and he may look suspicious, and he can just be looking for whatever the fuck. But people can hear content on social media and take that shit into real life. Not me, other individuals that's hearing these false narratives of a race war. A race war for what? Because you wrong, because you did some bullshit, you created some false ass content, and then when I get on you and I dissect you, you get in your feelings and you feel played and you feel like you need help or you got to do something to reinstate your shallow ego that has been broken, damaged, and destroyed. That makes no sense, cuz we got to be mindful as content creators, the content that we create and the things that we say on the internet, because the feds is watching and they document. You don't believe me? Ask Big U, who's sitting in a federal correctional institution right now, representing himself. He went pro per. He's representing himself against the federal government. This is a dude that have no real legal experience going against the United States government, one of the strongest, one of the most sophisticated governments in the world. All because individuals wanted to make content that get people drawn into the elements of the possibility of violence. Keefe D made a deal with the feds. Keefe D made a deal with the feds. The feds told him, we'll give you a proffer deal. Because they already knew that this demographic of individuals, they're inclined to seek relevance and significance by any means necessary for certain dudes. They knew that Keefe D was going to do exactly what he did when they gave him that proffer deal. He went on the internet and he started talking about his engagement, him having a hand in the demise of Tupac Shakur. No, he didn't. They gave him enough rope to hang himself, and he did it. He made a noose, put it around his neck, and he hung himself. Now they send back saying, we got that nigga. Yeah, y'all did get that nigga. Him seeking clout, social media relevance, and trying to amass a big enough following to where he can get that bag and then double back and sell a book and potentially even sell a movie about the demise of Tupac Shakur from his perspective of allegedly being in concert, being in the car with the individuals who supposed to snuffed out Tupac light. Him seeking that level of clout now has him in the Clark County Detention Center facing life. Now he's crying, I didn't. It's too late. What profits a man? This comes from the Bible. What profits a man to pursue or go after accomplishing or conquering the world, but lose his soul in the process? We got to be more mindful of the content that we put out as content creators. Some of you may know that my first interview came from an Hispanic brother by the name of the Incredible Javier. Check out his channel. Somebody told me that he took down a lot of his content. I don't know what his channel is doing. I don't know what's going on with the brother, but one thing that I can for sure say is I appreciate the brother for giving me an opportunity. I appreciate the brother for giving me a platform to come on here to the internet and just give my spiel and my POV about life, my past situations, my testimony, so on and so forth. When I did that interview with the Incredible Javier, that landed me an interview with another Chicano Mexicano brother. I ain't even know that this brother that I'm about to, bring up now, he's really not a bad person. Okay, he did engage in certain practices, behaviors that was anti-black, but this dude was indoctrinated to believe that blacks was a certain type of way until one of his children had a baby by a black person, and then his mind state was revolutionized. He changed the way that he perceived black people, because in his body or in his community, it was off top, and the indoctrination was to be anti-black, even though the population of blacks out there wasn't a big population. When I began to get to know this dude and have meaningful dialogue and intellectual conversations with this dude, he told me that in his part of the valley, San Fernando Valley, that they grew up fighting Caucasians and not blacks. And that when he joined a certain barrio, that it was automatically taught to be anti-black. It's part of the indoctrination. Some of us really don't have an identity. Some of us really don't have a place that we feel like we fit in and belong. So when you find a body or you find a hood or you find a clique or clique guy, you feel what I'm saying? What you begin to do is adopt and adapt to their indoctrinations, to their teachings, to their philosophies. Some of us be in a state of being deaf, dumb, and blind, and we're being led by individuals that's just as blind as us. So I don't hold it against the dude, being that the dude did get to a point to where he changed, and the Quran teaches us about allowing people to change and not holding their past against them when they come to a point of being accountable and responsible, and they are really sincere about their change. This second interview, I know I said a lot. This second interview was with Gil from American Cholo. He brought me onto this platform. He let me come on there and give my 1-2 about my life, past experiences, goals, so on and so forth. And that was a major good look. Like, I appreciated that, right? So what I would like to do, it's an up-and-coming content creator that's a Chicano, Mexicano. He's not a Sureño, he's not a Norteño, Bulldog, any of that. He doesn't subscribe or participate in the gang-related aspects of the Chicano community. He don't subscribe. He's not a gang member. But he has a channel that's up and coming out, and I want to do him a solid. Being that the Hispanic community, when I was trying to come on here and voice my opinion and give my 2 cents in regards to certain topics and situation, they created and allowed me to come on their platform and, you know, speak. I want to do the same thing for this dude right here, man. I'm not gonna be on here too long. I just wanted to come on here and you know, be benevolent, be kind, be courteous, and not forget about the individuals that gave me a platform with dudes like, you know, Professor Melly Mel and a few others wasn't fucking with me. You know what I mean? They was aware of who I was, but they just wasn't fucking with me. The Hispanic community opened up doors and allowed me to come and grace their platforms and channels or whatnot. So I just want to return a favor. So we're gonna be going into YB Clips 1.0. So YB Clips, you got 30 subscribers. I'm gonna do my part to try to get more individuals to come and bring more traffic to your page. I'm doing my part. I'm not going to berate you. I'm not going to attempt to degrade you. I'm not going to say any disrespectful and disparaging things against you. All I'm gonna do is show the content, and it's up to my kin folks and the individuals who tune in on me to make a decision on whether or not they want to support your channel or tell more people about your channel, so on and so forth. So I believe that this is the first video that the brother has made about me right here. And this was 7 days ago. He got another one he did on me 3 days ago, and he got another one that he did on me 16 hours ago. I'm honored. Thank you, brother. He had more videos about me, but I guess he deleted them. Hold on. Yeah, I guess he deleted them. But let's get into his content.
And I spoke about Bobby Imperial before. I talked to y'all about him before. So I've noticed that Baby Love did a reaction to one of Bobby Imperial's videos.
You have to use that picture.
And I spoke about Bobby Imperial before. I talked to y'all about him before.
Come
and
on, cuz.
I pretty much called it how I see it. His agenda is to taint the name of the Latino community. I told you guys this before. I'm not lying. But I haven't really been on that tip lately. But I just so happened to catch Baby Love. She did a fucking reaction about that. I haven't really checked out her content lately, but she does got some good videos on there. Go check them out. Go check them out, y'all. She got some stuff to say. But look, and I'm not saying I'm gonna go and meet up and do something to Bobby. I'm not saying all that.
Of course you're not.
You know what I'm saying? But even though I don't know if y'all know this, but he did have a tranny trolling him not too long ago. The tranny wanted to fuck Bobby. I mean,
the fuck?
The tranny was making sexual advances towards Bobby, and Bobby told him, no, I'm not like that. I don't swing that way. But they started tripping on each other. Next thing you know, the fucking tranny was calling him out like on some real life shit. You want to fuck him up. Guess what Bobby did? Bobby was all with it at first. Guess what Bobby did last minute? He talked himself out of it.
When this happened?
He talked himself out of it. All of a sudden, he turned into the bigger man about the situation. You know what I'm saying? So you convince us all the way with that BS, Bobby. We know you just fucking talk crap on your YouTube shit. And that's fine too. Look, we just talking some crap too. But I'm saying, like, why you always fucking talking about the look, I told this motherfucker, I'm gonna keep it fucking 100, y'all. I'm gonna keep it 100 right now. Let's keep it 100. The reason why I don't like Bobby is because he went on Baby Love's chat and dropped some comments on me one time without even knowing me. Baby Love threw a live stream and she was trolling me. And I guess she invited him over and he was up in the chat dropping comments about me. And I'm like, yo, Bobby, I don't fucking know you, my dog. Fuck you speaking on me for? Why are you on another female's chat talking about a man and you don't even fucking know me? So what I did, I went right over to Bobby's channel and I left him some comments and I told him and I expressed to him that I didn't appreciate all that and that he doesn't know the reasons why I was trolling Baby Love.
Let's pause this real quick, cuz this guy is special. So this dude made other content about me. I guess he deleted it, right? He made some content about me. He accused me of having a fling or having some type of sexual interaction with this individual named Baby Love, who I have never met outside of the internet and random phone conversations or whatnot. He was upset that Baby Love had allegedly, according to him, taken an interest in me and that she was flirting with me and just being sweet on an individual like myself. He said we were supposed to be dating and messing around. Listen, homie, for you to do some content like that and you don't even know me, bro, that can be problematic. Because if I got an old lady, right, and my old lady tune in to my content and she stumbles upon your content, accuse me of being with this other young lady, that can create problems in my relationship. So when you did that and you made several videos, yes, the topic was Baby Love, so on and so forth, but you're mentioning Bobby Ye. You're mentioning me. You're talking about me having a relationship with this young lady that I have never met. Have we ever had phone conversations? Yes. What was the nature of those phone conversations? I am not at liberty to discuss or reveal what was the nature of those phone conversations. If Sister Baby Love would like to come on here and talk about what was the nature of those phone conversations, she can. It's all gravy like. But when you come on here and you don't know me, bro, and you talking about I got something going on with this young lady and I got my old lady, like, you feel what I'm saying? That can create problems in a person relationship, bro. That's kind of like some sucker shit, some buster shit, some hater shit, my nigga. You don't even know me, like, and you accusing me of making sweet, passionate love, the Baby Love, like. Listen, it's more that I can say, but out of respect for Baby Love, I will refrain from saying. A man should always know when to speak and when to listen. That's one of the keys to being a man. So let me let you get back to your content, man. You know what I mean? Like, it's your story. I'm going to let you tell it.
And Andy at the time. Which in reality, that's none of his fucking business. Baby Love and Andy, that's my fucking people. That's my Latinos. And if I want to fucking criticize them, that's my fucking business. I know I ain't right for that. I know I'm not right.
Nah, you right. You are who you are. And it is a reflection of certain communities that feel a certain type of way about blacks. So you can make content about me. You can accuse me of making sweet, passionate love to this amazing Latino sister. You feel what I'm saying? You can make all these allegations and accusations and implement me in your content. But when I make content and say, well, not even content. When I get on in, I say, man, why is Cuz talking about me? Cuz is a weirdo. Blase, blase, blase. You get in your feelings and you get uptight. See, you just came on here, and what you said, it really represents the feelings of 80% of a certain ethnic group, population, and organization. You can talk about us all night, all day, but when we stand up for ourselves and we give our opinion and our point of view, it's a problem. So you can criticize your people and degrade and disrespect your women and so on and so forth, But when I call a motherfucker out on it because you implemented me, it's a problem. So you can do it, but I can't do it. And I never disrespected Baby Love. I'm just trying to better understand where's this dude coming from. You came after me. You was using verbiage that was akin to saying or calling her a nigger lover. You disrespecting me for being black and her potentially having some type of interest in me. According to you, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that Baby Love Substance has an interest in me. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm doing is piggybacking off of his content and past interactions between myself and this up and coming content creator. This is crazy. And I didn't make content before and I said something to the effect, and this ain't being racial. This is just being honest and calling a ball, a strike. Individuals can have interest, a carnal interest in our women, but if their women have an interest in us, then it's a problem. It's World War III. It's a problem. They want to burn down a house and torch the community, and you know what I mean? The same way the Caucasians used to do Jim Crow and pre-Jim Crow back in the South. Let a white woman express an interest or even look like she has an interest in a brother. Oh, that N-word will be unalive by the night. They looking for a tree that they can hang him from because our women is taking an interest in you. You don't got to whistle at them. You ain't even got to acknowledge the Caucasian women in this time period here in America. You don't got to give them a verbal exchange. You ain't even got to glance at them. All they have to know is that our women is interested in these niggers. And that will get you targeted, prosecuted, persecuted, and potentially unalive. Just for their women taking an interest in us. And when I talk about certain ethnic groups and certain organizations having ideologies and indoctrinations that's reminiscent of the Jim Crow South, the white people that was in the South during the height of racial tension and whatnot. It's the same philosophies, it's the same teachings, it's the same ideologies that they share amongst each other. I get targeted because I'm thinking I'm being cordial with a Hispanic sister that's very intellectual. She thinks outside the box unless it pertains to holding her people accountable. And I don't say that with any malicious intent and none of that. I'm calling a ball, a strike. She's a very intellectual sister who has the ability to think out the box and have meaningful dialogue, except when it comes time to holding her people accountable for their contributions to this inner minority racism. She never hold her peoples accountable when it comes time to address topics that says, you know what, blacks have been cooling. We never initiated anything against you all. We was in the same community, you know, having a harmonious experience in Watts, Compton, South Central, Long Beach, Linwood, Southgate, Inglewood, and surrounding cities. We were cool. We were vibing. It was cool. See, it's never been a problem for a black person when a Hispanic person, it's never been a problem for black people when a black person joins a Mexican gang. No, I was watching either Cav Mac video or Alex Alonso Street TV video, and it was some guys from 6'5" Menlo. And the OG is telling you about the past composition of the community, the percentage of black, the percentage of Hispanics, and how it was a harmonious gathering, how everybody was cool. And he talks about one of his friends was cool with the Florencias. So he tell him one day, like, hey man, I'm about to go down there and get put on Florence, fool. You should come with me. And he's like, yeah, man, you know what? I am gonna come with you. And then he thought about, like, man, you know what? Nah, I'm cool. I ain't gonna get put on Florence. I'm all right over here. So it wasn't something that we ridiculed brothers about. We didn't care. Okay, you're a black from a Hispanic gang. Okay. But the dynamics was always different when a Hispanic joined ranks with blacks. They'll always be discriminated against. It'll always be prejudiced. They'll never be accepted. There's cases to where violent actions was taken against them for joining blacks. We have never been on it like that. If you black and you want to be a Southerner, do your thing. Keep your head up. There's going to be some discrimination. You'll never be fully accepted, but do your thing, man. We ain't going to try to dissuade you from being a member of a Hispanic organization again. No, we ain't tripping like that. So this dude reinforces certain stereotypes. This dude substantiates a lot of things that I come on here and say about a specific organization and ethnic group. He's reinforcing everything that I said, but let's get back into the content. I got you, YB Clips. I got you.
And I'm working on that. I understand that. I gotta tone that down. I understand that. But that's my fucking trolls. That's what I'm you know what I'm saying? Bobby had nothing to do with me. What was he doing on Baby Love's chat, dropping comments on YB Clips? What the fuck was he doing? What the fuck was he dropping comments on me for? So that's another reason why I don't like Bobby. That's another reason. But yo, let's keep it fucking a Dow wow. Let's keep it a Dow wow. Like how they say. I've been told them, if you got such a fucking problem with the Southsiders, he's a Crip. He could easily go to his fucking neighborhood, tell them, hey, kick it off on the fucking Mexicans, start murdering, start killing something. But he don't do that because he knows he doesn't want that. He knows his fucking people don't want that. And let's be
pause. Y'all forgive me. I think when I was just talking about the origin of all this, I think my camera was off. Oh, but the volume was there. The audio was there. Listen, homie. You see how they can, and I haven't watched this video in its entirety because I really didn't have time to entertain the likes of this brother, but I see what the agenda and the mission is. So therefore, let me give you some assistance. Let me accommodate you. When it comes to individuals who are not melanated carbonated, they always want to resort to a point of racial war, racial, I don't even know what to call it. They always want to resort back to, let's kick it off on the blacks, or let's do this, or let's do that. I don't have hatred in my heart for the Hispanic Latino community, people, to the point to where I say, you know what, I'm about to kick off a race war. So all my brothers, all my sisters that's going to work and living an amazing life, individuals that's coming from prison, getting their records expunged, that's a part of their grandchildren's lives. Since Bobby Ye feels some type of way, Bobby Ye is going to go out there and kick off a race war. I would do no such thing. Why? If you and your people want to kick it off, we're not going to duck anything. We're not going to, march in the streets and say we shall overcome. Hell no, we're going to get rocking. We're going to get cracking. It's going to go up on stable. And it's going to go up. So it's going to go up and it'll be so catastrophic if the brown or the Hispanic community did kick off and initiate a full-fledged race war. It'd be catastrophic. It'd be so catastrophic in the streets of Los Angeles and other cities throughout Southern California that the police wouldn't be able to contain it. The police would be ineffective. It'd even get to the point to where the police who are similar in color to what the individuals are called the opposition, they'll be getting hit too. It'd be bad. It'd be so bad and catastrophic, homie, that they'll have to bring in the National Guards to come in and try to contain it. So when I know that those are the dynamics, when I see and foresee the different elements that can be a part of this, I'm not inclined to kick off no race war. No. I know too many solid brothers out there, man, that's really enjoying life. I'm enjoying life. I love this shit, cuz. My freedom. Being able to do whatever I choose to do. Be able to come and go as I choose to. But at the end of the day, no matter who the opposition or the opponent is, me and my people, we gonna stand on business. We're not about to allow anybody to victimize us. We're not about to allow anybody to put us in a position of being subjugated to their rule, their expectations, their indoctrinations, their views. No, we're not going to do that, because we are independent people. And what we govern ourselves under is a democracy. We don't govern ourselves under a semi-dictatorship. Crips and Bloods have a democracy. Other organizations, it's more a unilateral decision being made by a certain individual and it goes out. We have a democracy. We can sit down at times and have a discussion on how we move forward. Your voice counts. Your voice counts. Everybody matters. We're not under a dictatorship. We're not programmed and indoctrinated to move and respond. Not even respond, because to respond means it's a certain level of intelligence, calculation, strategy. What is it called? Being tactical. That goes into a response. We're not programmed as robots to react how a person tells us we should react. We have freedom of choice. And we exercise that to a T. And a lot of people try to come on here and they try to belittle us and degrade us and say that we are a certain type of people because we are able to enjoy our freedom and our identities in the respective organizations that we represent. But let's get back to this dude content, man. It's just that has to stop being something that certain ethnicities and individuals run to when they feel like they're outwitted or they're not equally matched when it comes to mano y mano, me and you. But let's get back into the content. Some dudes we really need help. They be trying to hide behind motherfuckers like.
Be honest, we don't fucking want that either. Nobody wants to see that. We've told them this before. And still he keeps a fucking south side of his mouth, always talking about the fucking Mexicans. And so that's why I have ill feelings towards fucking Bobby, because I'm like, damn, dude, if they already told y'all that all that is really unnecessary at the time, but you steady trying to talk about it like if you're trying to push that agenda, that's what it seems like to me. You don't seem like Bobby just there to just talk, or debate on certain topics. It seems like he's there to fucking spread his agenda. And his agenda is anti-Latino and especially anti-Southern Latinos. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I've told y'all about him before. But my guy seems to be tripping again. He seems to be tripping again about the most absurd fucking reason, y'all. So apparently my guy Bobby feels bothered by the fact that some Hispanics, not all Hispanics, but some copy black folks' dress code. Bobby feels bothered enough.
Pause. Let's get into that. Let's dissect that. Every fashion trend that we have created has been adopted by a specific Hispanic organization. Everything. We were first one wearing Nike Cortezes. Now, other individuals is making it a staple in their day-to-day wardrobe. I don't want to neglect the mission that we mentioned that we popularized Nike, we popularized Michael Jordan's, we popularized the fashionable wearing of team jerseys, whether it's NBA, whether it's NFL, whatever the case may be. It's a lot of things that we popularized, and not even just in this era right now. We can go all the way back to Duke Ellington and Cab Calloway when they were wearing the Zoot suits. They became known as the Zoot suits when they hit the West Coast. But during the Harlem times, when the brothers was wearing those big fedoras and the oversized jackets and the baggy pants and whatnot, and they was, if it ain't got a thing, if it ain't got, back in those days, that was replicated. That was adopted by the Hispanic population. A lot of fashion trends that we create, it's adopted by them, which isn't a problem. We fuck with the Nortes. We have an amazing relationship with the Norte. Shout out the Nortes. The Norteños, they have embraced the mannerism in which we speak. They have embraced certain fashion trends that we have created. but they don't come on here saying disrespectful and disparaging things towards blacks. A lot of Norteños actually rock with wholeheartedly and fuck with blacks. But when you get another organization that copies the style, copy the lingo, copy and try to replicate and then sees the culture, but yet come on social media and says disrespectful and disparaging things towards the people that they're emulating, that's a problem. Everything that I say in regards to the people that he just said is rooted in facts. Even the African influence over their country, culture, and food. I'm not making this up. All this is rooted in facts. But like I say, it's a lack of accountability when it comes from certain people, no matter how much of the facts you put out there. Irrefutable facts. Facts that cannot be refuted. When the facts can't be refuted and it's no argument for individuals to pose, what they do is start telling lies, or they turn to playing the race card. It's irrefutable facts. It's not me just making this shit up. It's things that can be substantiated through data, statistics, history. This is not just Bobby Ye making this shit up in order to be in a position to create further tension between the Latino, Hispanic community and the black community. Like, no, I wish we all can get along, but it's not that simplistic. Blacks don't come from a point of hatred for Hispanic and Latinos. We just don't. All the hatred due to racism and all that, it comes from them towards us. And when we speak out against it, we are provocateurs. Say what you want. Let's get into the content. All this shit over.
To jump on YouTube and express his dislike with a fucking 3 to 4 hour live stream. But during those 2 to 3 hours,
hey, I have never did a live stream that's 3 hours. I just recently did my longest live stream that was like 2.5 hours. I never did a 3-hour live stream. When I first started doing these live streams and whatnot, I come on here for 30 minutes. I say, man, I done did my 30 minutes. We at the 30-minute mark, or we didn't exceeded the 30-minute mark, man. I'm about to get up out of this thing. You feel what I'm saying? So this dude is misinformed, man. But, you know, we're going to get into his content. We're going to give him some shine. It ain't no thing. It's enough paper out here for all of us.
He never once mentioned that back in the days, black folks used to copy the Latinos dress code. He never mentioned that part.
When? Oh, hell no. I know he ain't just show Larry, cuz. That's a Southsider, cuz. This thing is crazy. I know this nigga crazy. This nigga just showed a picture of Larry from Colors, cuz. Larry was a Southsider. Of course, he's going to dress in the fashion of Southsiders, you dumb fuck. That's how you make your case. Look, check this out. There were similarities in the dress code and the fashion between Hispanics and blacks. When our grandparents came out to the West Coast, right? Benita used to work in the fields, agriculture and all that, get up early in the morning, go to certain warehouses when they were bringing more and more warehouses out there, right? But it was a little colder out there. So they wore these things called Pendletons. Y'all know what Pendletons is, right? What's another word for the Pendleton jackets? Fuck, man. They like the checker jackets. They're made out of like thick wool. Pendletons. What's the name? What's another name for Pendletons? Don't nobody know? It's all good. But yeah, they used to wear Pendletons. Southern folks, they used to work in the field. So they used to wear what they call coveralls or overalls out there that they brought out here. And that found its way at some point in time, somehow, some way, it transitioned into gang culture. Crips wearing, creased up pants, Romeos, Stacey Adams, Pendletons with the cane, lumberjacks. Hey, Daniel Mitchell, thank you. Those lumberjack jackets, the Pendleton shirts and all this and all that. We didn't embrace that from Hispanics. But since you're reaching and you're looking for something, I give you something. Khakis, Dickies, right? Begin to increase in popularity. So when something increases in popularity and it's a high demand for it, the cost of it increases. So when khakis begin to charge more for their clothing and whatnot, Another clothing company came out called Ben Davis. They sold it at the swap meet. The Hispanics gravitated towards it. They popularized and commercialized the wearing of Ben Davises. Certain black people gravitated towards Ben Davis and started wearing Ben Davises as well. But Ben Davis was a brand that was at one point in time exclusively worn by Sureños. That's the truth. But outside of Ben Davis's, there's not much that we borrow from you all's fashion. Okay, I'm gonna give you another alley hoop. I'm gonna help you out. I got you, Kim. Folks, don't trip. I got you. It's Bobby Ye. You know I'm very accommodating. I got you. And from 2005 to 2000 and maybe 7, when I got out the California Youth Authority, and even when I was in the California Youth Authority, just seeing pictures and whatnot, that Mexican bun that the cholas wear in the front of their head, that Mexican bun, a lot of sisters was wearing that for a minute from 2005 to 2007, and then they backed up off of it. What other fashion trends did we adopt from the Chicano, the Latino community? I can't think of none, Kim, folks. That's it. That's it. So until you can come on here and tell me what fashion trends did we replicate, emulate, steal, or embrace from you all, then you have no merit to what you're saying. They talked about Eazy-E dressing like a Southsider. No, when Eazy-E was wearing the socks hat and the striped shirts and all this and all that, that was fashionable amongst the black community. That was fashionable amongst the black people back then. That was in style. Later, the Hispanics began to wear those shirts with oversized Dickies or Ben Davis's Dockers and all this and all that. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So there's not very much to your claim in regards to that. Since, listen, homie, black people have known to be trendsetters in regards to fashion, right? All the way back to the Moors. When the Moors went through Europe and was conquering Europe and all that with different type of fabrics, ornaments, and different type of dyes and whatnot that they put the Europeans on. So that has no legitimacy to it. Let's get back into this dude content. But nice try though, bro.
If you think back during the 80s and early 90s, there was a lot of black folks that used to wear Dickies, Cortez, with the button-up shirts, the ones they used to put them up here. He doesn't mention that.
We popularized Dickies, Cortezes. When Cortezes first came out, when those Nike Cortezes first came out, we were wearing those. The Sureños, the Southerners, the Hispanics, they wasn't wearing those, bro. They was wearing different type of shoes. They were wearing more dress shoes with the suspenders, the dress shoes attached. They have this. They have the dress shoes, right? And they have, like, you know what I mean, the kind of like church shirts. They have the suspenders. They have on like some khakis or some oversized Ben Davises, and they wore their pants high. They never sagged, right? So that's not true. We popularized Nike Cortezes. A lot of dudes who was in the distribution of street narcotics, they was wearing Nike Cortezes and whatnot. And it's like this. Why would Hispanics, why would Latinos wear Nike Cortezes and Nike and the dude Cortez, right? That the shoe Nike is named after. He was one of the individuals that came over here and raped and pillaged you all's land. He came over here and he was putting people to the knife. He was unaliving a lot of your ancestors. So why would y'all wear that particular type of shoe that's named after that? What was he called? Not a conqueror, conquistador. Was it a conquistador? The Spanish conquistador and all this and all that. So that makes no sense, man. Like you just talking just to be talking right now.
I still remember all that. My guy only likes to mention what fits his narrative. Bobby don't even like it when other black folks are getting along with Latinos. He doesn't like that. Bobby don't like that.
Here we go again, man. Listen, they always try to play us against us. Do y'all not see the plot? Do y'all not see the agenda to play us against us? So I already know what he gonna say because he put the picture up there, man. Shout out to Hoodie from the Hood, man. Keep making that good content, man. Salute to you and yours, like on the Renadils. It ain't no hate for me to none of my brothers in the social media space, homie. Once I made that last video about that last dude, and then the Hispanic, the black dude who runs with the Hispanics came on here and said that we are predators, we're this, that, and third. Hoodie, what's the deal, man? Man, we got Hoodie in the chat, man. Show some major love to Hoodie, man. Look, man, this is the second time, man, within 24 hours that a person not of us has tried to put me and you against each other. Listen, homie, I respect the content. I respect your stance as a man, homie. It's all love and respect. Like, that's what we need. Those type of interactions right there, homie. Showing that we can be unified, showing that we can stand up to any type of opposition, showing that we can disagree with each other and resolve it in a meaningful way that doesn't resort to he doing something to me and me doing something to him. Man, hell no, that nigga's my brother and I love cuz. And that's just is what it is. But let's get back into the content. Oh, these dudes they crazy, man. They crazy.
Look at this screenshot. Look at all his titles to all his videos. Look at all the fucking titles. Look, dog. Bobby likes to see people not getting along. You hear me? Bobby likes to see people not getting along. Look at that shit. He threw a whole goddamn live stream all because Hoodie from the Hood agreed on some topic with some Southside. I don't even know what the fuck they agreed on.
So
Look
why
at
are you
that.
talking about it?
Look at that. What's that? Look at all this. Look. And the list could go on and on. This guy's been at it for a couple of years already. Same rhetoric, same agenda. Yo, this is Bobby Imperial talking himself out of going over there and handling his business with that tranny.
So I say all that to say this. Don't crash out, cuz. I was this close to crashing out. I was this close to resorting back to an animalistic way of resolving conflict. I was this close to going back to some thuggish, rugged, bone type shit. You feel me? I was that close, homie. I was upset. I was irate. Oh, I wanted to show this mother dude that I'm not the type of mother dude that you want to play with. Oh, I wanted to show him. I wanted to show him bad. And I had it all. Look at me in my eyes. I had it all strategized. It wouldn't have been hard at all. I done already went through what the hard parts and the challenges is. When you a cat that's a warrior, when you a soldier, when you ain't the type of cat to be played with. I told you what the challenges is. The challenge and the hard part ain't us resorting back to that animalistic way of thinking and resolving conflict. The hard part is you got to tell your family bye. Now you got to go back in a position from being independent, right? To being dependent upon your family for your essential needs. That's hustling backwards. I can't dictate. I can't control. I have no control on how people come at me and how people interact with me from their behavior, their actions. I have no control over their actions. But what I do have control over is my reactions and my responses most of the time.
Real shit.
I know it's hard. I know it's a challenge because a lot of us have PTSD.
On crib.
A lot of us have been a certain type of way, a particular way for so long that when we find ourselves in a conflict type situation, it induces paranoia.
Mm-hmm.
It induces anxiety.
Gotta get him
It induces a type of fear to say, I be hoping a person break in my house so I can, you know what I mean, do something to him. I be hoping that a person, when I'm out and about, they come at me this type of way so I can do something to them. I say, heard on P's, like, watch Crip, I be having the same feelings. And those feelings, coupled with an improper diet, an inadequate amount of sleep, a lack of exercise,
This dude crazy. Hold on. I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna bless him today. It ain't no thing. I'm gonna bless Kim folks.
see something. Because clearly you want my attention. I'm gonna give him the attention. Like, you feel me? It ain't nothing too major. Like, he's just proving everything that I be saying. Um, all this shit over a Hispanic female that I ain't never put my dick in. Like, this is crazy, cuz. Motherfuckers be delusional, like, man, oh my mama, like, man, that's how the white peoples was with our ancestors, man. Like, our great granddaddies and all that. Like, if you was a nice looking black dude and all that, and you had a way with words, and you had a way with the ladies, oh man, that can get you unalive, player. Just the fact that they women expressed an interest in you, that can get you unalive, like. So, you know what I mean? It's crazy that we got to deal with this Jim Crow type shit now with another minority group. Same shit, just different race. Like, this is crazy, cuz I thought we was past that. But obviously I was wrong. Let's see what you talking about now, man.
I had sex with a black girl.
You did? You did?
Recently
then. Okay.
Good.
It was straight.
It was good. It was good.
Okay, see?
It was good.
I know that's right. Listen, you know what they say, when
I
you go
left it
black,
in.
you never
You
go
left
back.
it in.
I left it in on the thing.
Plan B though? Plan B? Plan B?
I ain't no crap.
No plan B. You didn't tell her to go
Beautiful.
go
She
get
was
it.
beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Period.
Okay.
Okay.
You can make something magical.
Like I said, my mindset changed, man.
Yeah,
Honestly.
Mhm.
My mindset changed, man. But she was beautiful, man. Like, everybody's beautiful in their own way, but now she was really beautiful black girl.
Mm-hmm.
Also making good.
Oh, you, Megan Good is
That's one of the
fine.
ones.
She
Megan
is
Good is
fine.
the one.
That's
Man, still to this
Megan
day.
Good.
Shout out
She
to
got-
Megan
Yeah,
Good.
Megan Good's the one.
She know what she
Megan
is.
Good was the one.
Can you tell us about your craziest night partying with the ladies?
Crazy enough, bro. I like me some Trina too.
Hold up.
Yeah,
Trina
baddest
too.
bitch for a reason.
Yeah, some Trina too. Some stunning girl. Stunning girl cool too.
She
man.
cool.
She cool, little
She
ratchet
cool.
She
bitch.
get what I
Like,
gave her from her lyrics.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Little ratchet bitch. Like, she know what she talking about. She bossed
Yeah.
up. Like,
I
Shout
like
out to
her.
Stunning girl, man.
she seems like she talk a lot of shit, but you know, you gotta
Her
smack her up
lyrics
real
will get me.
quick.
Her lyrics will
Sick,
get
Joe.
me. The DTF.
All right, so
I want to do The Bachelor.
hey, look,
Oh,
okay.
we could produce it.
Yeah, you know what I'm
We can
saying?
produce
Hey,
it.
for the love of lefty.
One,
For the love of
bullshit.
lefty.
Yeah.
I want to do really in the house.
Ooh.
But I gotta get a bag.
Nah, bro, like on some like juicy.
We can get a
you saw
sponsor.
Juicy
We
do
can
this
get a
shit?
sponsor.
Like, they gotta give me a bag.
No, they are, bro.
We can get a
Juicy, bro.
sponsor
They
to do
give
that
it, bro.
shit.
You know how much money they gave Juicy to
They
do
try
his
to
shows?
give me the blue face shit.
Bro, look, we gonna work. Look. Her right
Sonoma,
here, she's a marketing mastermind, bro. You can make that play.
guru.
Y'all heard it right here first. I'm trying to find love on some ghetto hood bachelor in the house.
For the love of lefty.
You know what I'm saying?
A ghetto love story.
Yeah, and I want them to fight too.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Oh,
That's
you
what I'm saying.
wanna-
Yeah, they got to. They got
Yeah,
to.
they gotta squabble
Cause
up.
that,
They
you
wanna
want
squabble
the one that's
up.
gonna beat up. You know what I mean?
I want them to squabble like the Bad Girls Club, but like one notch down.
Yeah. Not because they go in there just ready to fade.
Yeah.
Like, damn, bitch. Like,
oh, deep.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
I can't believe this dude tagged me in this shit. What was the significance of that, cuz? What was the significance of you tagging me in that? Like, okay, Lefty has finally had the experience of being with a black female. Okay. Congratulations to him. I've been fucking Mexican females since I was about 16. Like, he's late. He's late in regards to having interracial relationships. Like, why did you tag me in that? That made no sense. I'm supposed to get mad and pull my hair out and rip a shirt and start beating up the computer because Lefty had sex with a black female. Okay, and I got what, 2 or 3 big cousins? They have babies by Hispanic men, Latinos. I got biracial cousins. I love my cousins. I love my big cousins that laid down and had babies with the Hispanic man. Got a major love and respect for the Hispanic man that gave my cousins these amazing babies. It's love all the way around the board. Like, I love for my cousins. That's, my cousins that's, not my big cousins, but I got love for my big cousins as well. And I got respect for the Hispanic man that they had babies with. So like, what are we talking about? I'm supposed to get mad over that? It's Hispanic dudes in my community that has sex with black females. Like, what are we talking about, bro? Your narrative, it isn't properly fitting. Like, so now you're just making content just to be making content, trying to paint me and depict me in a light that it's not me, Kim, folks. Let's get back into a little bit of this dude content, man. I know y'all like, man, why the fuck is you giving this dude the time of day? I'm a benevolent type of dude. I want to help the dude get his subscribers up and all that. You know what I mean? It ain't nothing. Let's see, man. This dude is crazy. Let's see this one. He tagged me in this video.
All right, so me and Bobby, we're gonna be reacting to this one.
Me and Bobby.
We're gonna be reacting on this one, y'all. There's been this video surfacing of an assault of a minor. We're gonna react, but first I'm gonna show y'all the video so y'all can see what I'm talking about.
He gonna say some racial shit. Watch.
Got that 85 crib. And this little bug, nigga, on whitetail crib. Nigga, I'm trapping, nigga. On 20 crib. Dragging bugs, nigga, all that. Nigga, whitetail crib. And this little bug, man. And this little bug, man. Nigga, fuck bugs, nigga. Nigga, see, cuz? Bitch ass, nigga. Bitch ass, nigga. See, cuz? Nigga, you see, cuz?
Yo, this is some nasty work right here. There's some nasty work.
Nigga.
What's this got to do with me?
Nigga got caught on the ground, nigga. Nigga, fuck bugs. Nigga, fuck bugs, nigga. 85 crib. Got bugs, nigga. 20 loads, nigga. Got bitch.
Okay, I'm gonna pause it right there. I'm gonna see if you guys notice what I notice. If you look closely, you can see the little kid's pants are down to his ankles. Do y'all see that? I didn't notice this the first time I seen the video, but if you look closely, you can see that the little kid had pants over those shorts. And now they're down to his ankles.
Nigga got caught on the ground, nigga. Nigga, fuck bugs. Nigga, fuck bugs, nigga. 85 crib. Got bug cut crying, nigga. On the dead homies, nigga. 85 crib. Got cut, nigga. Got cut, 85 crib. And this little bug, nigga. On whitetail crib.
Bobby don't want to react to this video. He's too busy reacting to the black Southsiders still. He's mad about that. He don't want to see no blacks running with Southsiders. For the 5th day straight, he's been ranting about that. So he don't want to react to this video.
This is crazy, man. Being that this fucking dumbass then did some content that I didn't already covered and explain my perception or my viewpoint on it. Like, come on, bro. Like, right now you're reaching. I didn't already gave you a little bit over 15 minutes of fame. Hopefully, individuals may be moved or inclined to come and support your channel. But I done did my part, bro. Take that freebie right there, man, and do whatever you do with it. If you want to continue to run content on me, please, sir, continue to run that content on me. Let's run it up. You feel what I'm saying? I appreciate you. I done did my part, man. Many of you all know that I did some content in regards to this situation with this little dude, man. This dude is crazy. All this shit over some Mexican pussy. That's what all this is about. That's where the friction come in at, because it's not the righteous content that I make highlighting the inner minority racism that exists, that originated from the Latinos, the Hispanic, the Sioux. That's not what's bothering you. What's bothering you is baby love substance, man. I ain't never hit that, bro. I ain't never like, if I hit that, she'd be geeking out like, oh Mike, she'd be on some whole other shit. She'd be trying to get out here to Vegas to be up under a nigga and, you know what I mean, get this treatment on a continual basis. Like, I ain't never hit that, bro. That's all you. You do your thing. I just felt like she was a cool, forward-thinking individual. I didn't even see race when I was interacting with her. I just thought she was just a cool person to, you know, have intellectual conversations with, non-sexual, everything always platonic, always on the level. You know what I mean? That's the place that her and I was coming from, not from a place of, I want to put this medium-sized rattlesnake up inside of her. Like, nah, we ain't never like, that ain't what it is. So you try to go on a smear campaign to me all over a female that I have no sexual or romantic desires for. Don't do that, man. So that's my time, man. This motherfucking crazy, bro. They never stop. Hey, man, y'all step and be blessed. But it's your player partner, Bobby WAJ. You know what I say, man. Hold on, let me read a few comments, man. Let me show my people some recognition and respect, man. I'm about to read all the comments. Y'all can stay or y'all can leave. It's all good. I appreciate y'all macking in on me. My brother Abdullah E says, "What up, Bobby? Man, super cool and like a deep freezer, Ken folk, just chilling." The Smoky Show say, "I hit you, Brody. My bad. If you can get time later, hit me. Blessings. You got my number. Just hit me." King Solomon 21 says, "Yo, the Smoky Show says all love. Hater Danny Teletubby 559 trophy and printing scam says blacks are holding Mexicans back from hip hop." I gotta highlight that. How? Would you like to expound upon the topic? How is blacks holding Mexicans back from hip hop? Like how? If your music bumps, I said bumps, like if it bangs, if it's that thing, they're gonna fuck with you whether the blacks protest or not. The blacks aren't protesting. The blacks just like, how could you say the blacks are trying to hold Mexicans back from hip hop, but you got either Lefty Gunplay or the out of shape motherfucker from Paramount? What's cuz name? I forget cuz name. You got Lefty Gunplay or the dude from Paramount with the gold teeth that tries to talk and dress and act like he's black. He got a feature with Kodak Black. Lefty Gunplay got a song with Big Hit. Lefty Gunplay got a song with X4. Lefty Gunplay got songs with African Americans. See, holding them back and trying to keep you all from coming into hip hop is saying, no, we ain't fucking with y'all. We're not doing no music with y'all. No, none of that. We're not doing no features, no cosigns. We're not making beats for you. We ain't rapping over your beats. We're not inviting you to our shows. We're not bringing you to say this shit is getting crazy, spooky, Harris, whatever the fuck you say. We're not going to let you come on the hottest album of the year and say crazy, spooky, hilarious, whatever you say. So how are we trying to hold Mexicans back from hip hop? See what it is? We get tired, man. We get fatigued with the antics of the Sureño community. Like, they want to rap, they want to do this, they want to do that, but then they go on interviews and they get on, you know, the social media platforms and they say disrespectful shit towards blacks. See, the thing is, y'all want to treat us in the same fashion that the white folks used to treat blacks from the 1950s on back. Y'all want to be able to say what you want to say about us when we say, yes, a boss, yes, a master. Y'all want to be able to punch us, kick us, disrespect us, target us, and we say, yes, a boss, yes, a master. Whatever I did, I sure won't do that when it no, it's a different genre. It's a different generation. It's a different era, however you choose to pronounce that. It's a different time, cuz we have the freedom that Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and many others were unalive for. We have those freedoms now to where we can stand up and we can voice our opinion under the constitutional rights of freedom of speech. If I don't like your music, I don't like your fucking music. If I don't agree with your opinion and your perception of my people, I have the right that's blessed and given to me under the Constitution, freedom of speech, to say, you know what? I don't like what you said about my people. It's not true. Freedom of protest, freedom of press. We have these freedoms that our ancestors then died for, that you are now enjoying, freedoms that we fought for, freedom that our ancestors marched for, freedom that our peoples was brutalized for. You show me a picture of a Hispanic that was there with Dr. King them in the South, or Huey P. Newton and Bobby Seale them up in the North, in Northern California, side by side, going against the oppressors. You can't come with more than 3 pictures, because Bobby Seale and Huey P. Newton, they inspired this group called the Brown Berets. That was a spinoff of the Black Panther political party. It's just was the Chicano brothers starting their own, and they called them the Brown Berets. After the Green Berets, that comes up out of the United States Army. We don't have to take your disrespect. We don't have to take your injustices. We don't have to be silent. We don't have to be your puppet and you be the puppeteer. We've been through that with the Caucasians. We don't want to go back to that. A lot of us have died before we allow anybody to subjugate us to that type of malpractice and maltreatment. No, we're not doing that, cuz. Like, let's call a ball, strike a strike. We tired of y'all coming on here disrespecting us and demanding things and then playing victim. Like, no. When y'all do y'all movies, like the Lowrider movie that they just recently did about the father getting into it with the son, and we didn't say, oh, it was a lack of representation in that movie for African Americans. We didn't do that. When y'all throw these concerts and all that at the Staples Center, the Crypto Arena, the Great Western Forum, we don't come and say, you know what, we're upset because there was a lack of representation of the black population in Los Angeles. We don't do that. We let y'all do y'all thing and we salute y'all. But the thing it's no real reciprocity, cuz, and we tired of that. We open a lot of doors. We got a lot of legislation passed from the sweat of our brow, the blood of our ancestors, that you all are able to benefit from and enjoy, and we never got to thank you. We never asked for a thank you. That was just a solid from one minority group to another minority group that was coming into this racial system, this racist system that's known for oppressing people of color, and that's all that was. Go ahead, do your thing, benefit from that. Take it and build off of it. We never asked for inclusion. We never asked for a formal thank you. We never asked for anything. We did that so that you didn't have to go through what we went through, fighting for our civil rights as well as our human rights. But you all benefit from it. To a degree, you benefit from it more than we do. So this inter-minority racism and all this old racial bullshit that's keeping us from being able to focus on the real problem, the real enemy, that's a fucking distraction. It's stupid as fuck. But it's not coming from us. It's coming from your people. Let's get back to the comments, cuz. He said, Hater World says he wants to be the next Vlad or Adam 22. He wants to steal black audience from the Southsiders. Hater World, do whatever you got to do, Ken folks. But we're getting to a point to where we're tired of all culture vultures. Adam 22, Vlad, and all the others. We getting tired. We can do our own interviews. We can interview our own people. But being that we're kind, benevolent people, I doubt that we're going to shut the door on y'all and say, you know what, I'm not going to interview no Hispanics, no Mexicans, no Chicanos. Because we're not those type of people. We are, by default, we are compassionate, understanding, loving, accepting, tolerant type of people. And it's always to our detriment. We didn't sacrifice and we didn't bled and we didn't died and endured all manner of mistreatment just to have human rights and civil rights for your people to come over here and enjoy. You wouldn't have them if we didn't march and we didn't fight and we didn't die and we weren't beaten and abused for them. You wouldn't have them. RS says, sup, Bam. RS says, sup, Bobby. Shorty McGriff says, salute, Bobby. Hey, man, salute. Return to the chat, man. Shalom. Salutations. Good day. That's from Anthony Covington. He sounds sassy and super feminine. Yeah, he do. Anna B say, maybe he wanted some play from Baby Love and she didn't give him no play. And that's exactly what it was. You know, but I'm not going to get on here and tell Baby Love's side of the story. She can do that herself if she chooses to. You feel what I'm saying? And it's all good. Frank Nitty says, salute, Bobby. Salute to you as well. Frank Nitty. Black Warrior says, blessings at Bobby A. Much love, brother, from Cali Bay to LA. Hey, I love that. We got a brother from up north, Northern California. I love the brothers up there, man. But we bridging gaps. LA to the Bay, from the Bay to LA, and everything in between and on the sides of it. That's how I'm pushing. That's how I'm rocking. I'm rocking and pushing for universal blackness. Once we come together and we're fully functional, then we can identify who's allies and who's opposition. Then we can stand before certain people and say, listen, what's been going on, we ain't tolerating and taking that shit no more. You can come anew and we'll find a spot for you. And it's universal blackness and it's universal push to reprogram the system that we are all governed under all over this motherfucking world. It's a system that oppressed indigenous people, black people, native people. We're oppressed by the minority. The Caucasians, shout out to them, they're not even reproducing at a fast enough rate to keep their population here on Earth, not just in America, but on Earth. It's something going on with the genetic codes that's sent down by the sun, because it is genetic codes that come down that tells this realm of existence to do this and to do that, to evolve or to stay stagnant, so on and so forth. Not going to get into the scientific things, the scientific aspect of it, but it's something going on with their DNA and their connection to the sun and Mother Nature, to where they're not repopulating at a rate to where it can keep their numbers strong enough so they continue to be the ruling class. That's why they predicted by 2050, majority of the population to be mulattoes. This is the reality of it. Things fight the hardest when it's on its way out, when it's about to die. White supremacy. Certain other ethnic groups, their position of influence is vastly depreciating and decreasing. So they're fighting, trying to see how can they stay relevant in a world that's changing rapidly. See, a lot of you motherfuckers need to either catch up or catch on. But you can't stay in a position of being outdated, because if you're outdated, then you're obsolete. You got to catch up or catch on. It's not my fault that you're not doing it. But let's get back into a few more of these comments, man. Salute to the chat. Mods love button touch off top for show. Abdullah say they always try to talk like us. And I agree. Frank Nitty say he got marked out though. And he did. Oh, thou wow. What up to the chat, Abdullah, E, Frank Nitty, Black Warrior Spirit, Shorty McGriff. Hey, I appreciate the love, man. And I appreciate the engagement between the brothers in the chat. This is what we need. We got to start forming these think tanks to where we come together and start talking about real shit and not this bullshit, bro. These individuals who are in a position of power, the real minority who has possession of the majority, they're about to release a virus on the so-called, homie, to where you catch it, and the fatality rate is 90%. To bring those numbers down so that they can bring in this tier 1 civilization. Research what a tier 1 civilization is. It's when they take nuclear fission and nuclear fusion and they're able to manipulate it to their liking. They already know how to create black holes. They're extracting atoms out of black people. The atoms that they use to create the atomic bomb came from black people. They heat them up. They put them in this conductor and they crash them into each other at the speed of light. And you know what happens? That energy, boom, it creates somewhat of a vortex, a black hole. China has successfully created a sun that was 10 times hotter than the sun that we orbit around. But when they sent it into orbit, it didn't last longer than 2 minutes. Technologically, we're deaf, dumb, and blind. And if we don't catch up or catch on, we're going to be extinct, because they're going to create man-made famines. They're creating man-made plagues that they're going to release out into the population. And what we going to do? If they created martial law and they cut off the water supply, cut off the food supply, how many of us can survive for even a month? Because science-based data says that in an urban community, the population, in the event of martial law or some type of doomsday type situation or a catastrophic event that takes us off of the grid, most of the people in urban communities can't last past a month. Do you have strategy? Do you have tactics? Do you have survival instincts? Do you have survival skills? If you don't, then we need to start figuring this shit out. Because what's coming before us is going to be something that's going to take a lot of us. But on that note, man, I'm about to get up off this thing. Y'all still be blessed, man. God bless y'all, man. Let's pray for each other, man. And let's find ways to resolve the conflicts that's amongst our ranks, man. Brothers, we got to get it together. Too black, too strong when we are together, not individually. Yes, we're strong individuals, but we can't stand up to these systems. We can't stand up to these people who want to subjugate us to their rule, their leadership, their indoctrinations, their philosophies, their school of thoughts. Too black, too strong when we together. Y'all step and be blessed, man. Let's live in peace before we have to rest it. Because with that, I'm gone.